Another day, another story. When the messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, arrived in Medina, its residents had 2 feast days, which they celebrated with games and merriment. He asked them, "What do these days mean?" They replied, "These are the days on which we have fun, having celebrated them since the days of paganism." Then the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said to them, "Verily, Allah has replaced them with 2 better feast days, the day of sacrifice and the day of unburdening." Abu Dawud 1134, Al-Nasai 1556, Ahmad 3178, Abdur Razak 15566. Muhammad was walking home from school with his classmate Vadim. Vadim excitedly talked about how his parents were preparing for the new year. "We'll have guests and presents. Mom prepared so many interesting recipes. All year long she collected. We're also going to decorate all the rooms. And I'll finally get presents. Father has already bought fireworks, it's going to be fun," Vadim told me, and asked Muhammad, "And what interesting things will happen with you? Have you already prepared?" You know, Vadim had never waited so eagerly for Friday night in his life. "We don't celebrate the new year," Muhammad answered calmly. "What do you mean?" Stunned Vadim stopped in surprise. Muhammad was amused by Vadim's reaction. He laughed and then answered, "Very simply, we Muslims do not celebrate this holiday." "At all? What about it? How can you have no holidays at all?" "Although," remembered Vadim, "there are also birthdays, March 8th, February 23rd. We don't celebrate those either," Muhammad replied with a smile. "I don't understand," said Vadim, bewildered. "Is it possible to have no holidays at all? They're such special days. How do you spend your holidays? When do you visit your relatives? When do you receive presents? Is it all forbidden in your religion?" Muhammad smiled. "No, Muslims have 2 major holidays a year, Raza Bayram and Eid al-Adha. We give presents, decorate homes, welcome guests, and have fun. I'll tell you more, Muslims have a special day every week, Friday." "No way. There's no such thing as a special day every week," Vadim didn't believe him. "You don't believe me? Tomorrow will be Friday, come to my place this afternoon and you'll see everything." The next day Vadim went to visit Muhammad. In front of the house Vadim met Muhammad and his father. They were in high spirits and were well dressed. Vadim said hello to Muhammad's father and asked his friend where they had come from. "We were at the mosque for Friday prayers. Every week we have a Juma-namaz and an interesting lecture on religion. My dad and I never miss them. Plus, it's a great opportunity to meet all of our friends. Come inside. Welcome to the house." The house was clean and smelled delicious. Muhammad's mother welcomed her guest. "Hello. Please come in. We're about to have lunch." Vadim looked at the festively set table in surprise and asked Muhammad in a whisper, "Is it like this every week?" Muhammad nodded. No sooner had they had dinner than the bell rang. They did not come empty-handed. They gave the boys some sweets. The happy children went to Muhammad's room. They had just sat down when Muhammad's mother entered the room. She was holding bags in her hands. "Muhammad, as you can see, we have guests, so your father and I can't visit our relatives this time. Go yourself, son, check on everyone and give them some presents from us. And let your friend keep you company." "All right, mother," Muhammad answered. So they left for their homes. At each house, they were cheerfully welcomed with tasty treats and small gifts. At the very end, Muhammad went to a poor neighborhood in the city. Vadim was surprised. "Do you really have relatives here too?" "No, we are just helping a family," Muhammad answered. "We're here now." He knocked on the door. A skinny little girl answered. "Grandma. Muhammad is here," she shouted joyfully and led the guests into the apartment. The boys were joyfully welcomed. Muhammad gave the family sadaqah, and the boys went out. It was time to go home. "Now I believe you," Vadim told Muhammad. "This is great. Just think, every week is a real celebration. Treats, gifts, and guests." "Muhammad, why Friday? And not Saturday or Sunday?" "It was Allah's will. Moreover, Sunday is a special day for Christians, Saturday for Jews, and for Muslims it is Friday, Muhammad answered and added. On Friday, the Almighty sends Muslims more abundance and all kinds of good things than on ordinary days. And the chance that your prayer will be accepted is also greater. I love Fridays very much. Of course I do. I would love it, too. I really liked your Friday and all of you, Vadim said embarrassedly. You know, I'll tell you a secret, I really want to go to the mosque. Just one look. Muhammad answered with a smile. Good wish. Next Friday it will come true, inshallah. And if you wish, we'll spend Friday together again. Vadim happily agreed. At this point, the boys said their goodbyes and went home.